Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Norco High School for today's CIF Division I quarterfinal playoff game between the visiting Chino Hills Huskies and your Norco Cougars. I think we're on.
Test.
I think okay. Just making sure we're on. The Chino Hills Huskies coming into today's game with a 21-8 record overall. They're 7-1 in the Baseline League. They've won 8 straight Baseline League championships. Back in 2012, the program won the CIF Division III title. We'll go over their lineup here in a minute. The Cougars come in with a 26-3 overall record. They're 9-1, first place in the Big 8 League. They're also ranked number 6 in the nation.
First for Chino Hills, number 6, Kyler Del Duca.
As you hear our announcer come in, we'll get going with the play-by-play here. Starting for Chino Hills, their center fielder, number 6, Kyler Del Duca, followed by the second baseman, Sophia Tice, and the third batters, Michaela Encinas, their left fielder. So we've got for Norco in the circle, Peyton May, who's a junior, and the first pitch of the game. Outside for a ball. We'll get the Cougar lineup going for you here in a moment. Okay, 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Del Duca. All right, around the horn 4. There's a strike. Heavy swinging on this. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's 93 degrees today here at Norco. It was supposed to be 100, but we'll take the 7 degrees off. Got a slight breeze blowing, coming our normal onshore afternoon breeze. Okay, in the circle for the Cougars is Peyton May. Behind the plate and a check swing for a strikeout. 1 down, top of the first inning. Around the horn for the Cougars, we got Peyton May in the circle. Catching is Ashley Duran. At third base is Sadie Burrows. Shortstop is Leighton Gray. The second baseman is Shasha Fogg. At first is Savannah Gonzalez. Left field is senior Cameron Shorter. Center field is sophomore Dylan Eckenrod. And in right field is senior Dakota Potter. So 1 down. Sophia Tice is up, number 8. She is the second baseman for the Huskies. And the first pitch is popped up and out of play on the left field side. We'll give you some facts and figures here in a little bit from both teams and what they've done this season. No ball, 1 strike, 1 out to count. The pitch by May, high. Tice was running up on it, like to slap it. We're getting another camera set up here in the outfield, so we'll get you another angle as soon as we can get that going. Okay, 1 ball, 1 strike to count. May fires, and a strike is called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck is Michaela Encinas. Here's May's pitch, and it's fouled off the screen in the bat. So the ball remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Of course, this is the CIF Division I quarterfinal. The winner goes on to play Saturday afternoon. Time to be announced. More than likely 3:15. Here's the pitch. It's grounded foul off the fence. Picked up by Gray, the shortstop, who flips to May. Tice gets her bat, handed to her by Encinas, the on-deck batter. So here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. We've just started. Top of the first inning for the Huskies. And the pitch, strike, called strike, 2 down. And that brings up the left fielder, Michaela Encinas. Here's a pitch, a driving stop by Sasha Pham, turns and throws, but too late. So Encinas legs out the infield grounder. So runner on first with 2 outs. That brings up the cleanup hitter, first baseman Brett.
Batting for the Huskies, number 56, Brett Lambrick.
Brett Lambrick hit 4 home runs in the season. Left-handed batter, number 56. You've never been to Norco High, you can take a look around the outfield. There's a wall out there that was built about 43 years ago now. And so it's a great place for people to come park. Ball fouled out of play. Quickly, Lambrick is down, 0-2. So we'll take a pan of the outfield in an inning or so, and you see all the vehicles, trucks parked back in, parents, grandparents, players from other sports ring the field to watch the game. All right, Lambrick steps into the plate, digs in. May gets her sign, gets a little dirt off the circle. Still checking the sign. Okay, Signs delivered to the catcher, Ashley Duran. May sits her plants, fires, pop up, out of play, behind the backstop, off the girls' locker room ceiling, roof. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, 2 outs, top of the inning, runner on first. May throws the pitch, and it's lifted foul, just out of play in the Norco bullpen area. Third baseman Sadie Burrows gave chase. Several seasons ago, Norco put up protective fencing along the foul pole lines. It used to be open, so line shots put fans at risk. Base hit up the middle. Stop. Incredible stop by Leighton Gray, who underhand flips to Shasha Pham for the out. So, notes on an infield single. Coming to the bottom of the first, there's no score. All right, coming up for the Cougars in the bottom of the first will be center fielder left fielder Tamron Shorter, followed by shortstop Leighton Gray and catcher Ashley Duran. Dakota Potter, the right fielder, is 4th. Bella Ray is the designated player, batting 5th. Sadie Burrows, the third baseman, will be 6th. Savannah Gonzalez, the first baseman, is 7th. Dylan Eckenrod is the 8th batter. Second baseman Sasha Pham is the 9th batter. And of course, in the circle is Peyton May. All right, we got our center field camera going. That's the angle you're watching right now as the Huskies warm up. In the circle for the Huskies is number 34, Nadia Juarez. Okay, around the horn for the Huskies, you got Juarez is the pitcher. The catcher is Jocelyn Garcia. The third baseman is Lila Gonzalez. Shortstop is Leilani Allen. The second baseman is Sophia Tice. In left field, you've got Michaela Encinas. The center fielder is Kyla Del Duca, and the right fielder is Leanna Ferrara. So that sets up the Huskies around the horn. Leading off for the Cougars is Tamron Shorter. And last Saturday, Tamron Shorter, in the final league game against Santiago, first at bat, hit the third pitch out of the park for the game-winning walk-off home run.
For the Cougars, number 4, Tamron Shorter.
So Juarez comes into this game with a 2.80 ERA, courtesy of the stats on Max Preps. So we got a pretty stiff breeze today here, blowing right to left. Here's the second pitch. It's grounded up the middle, but the shortstop gets it, throws to first for 1 out. So, of course, the shortstop for the Huskies was Leilani Allen. So she threw it to the first baseman, Brett Lambrick. So 1 down in the Cougar first. 6-3 if you're scoring at home. That brings up shortstop Leighton Gray.
Number 14, Leighton Gray.
So pretty much 2 pitches, 1 out. There's a strike to Leighton Gray. So here's the second pitch, and strike 2. Quickly down 0-2 is Leighton Gray. All right, just a bit outside. That looked just like the previous 2 pitches. So, all right. Large crowd here today. More people streaming in. Here's the 0-2 pitch and fouled off. He hit the tip of the bat, just kept it alive.
So actually, it's
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. 1 down in the Kruger half of the first. Okay, Perez checks in, kicks and deals, and swing and a miss by Leighton Rowe. That brings up the catcher, Ashley Durant. And Ashley's got some good hits here lately for the Cougars. She did hit a home run against Corona. Hit another one off the wall here at Norco High several weeks ago. Off-speed pitch, if you can say. So a bit outside and low. Gone. It's going to go to the wall. Okay, a bouncer to the wall. Duran's digging for second. Going for, could have had third. Could have had third. Anyway, Duran walloped a double off the right center field wall. It bounced. It got away from one of the Husky center fielder. Duran could have made third. Step in here, Mr. Cameron. We got technical support today, Mr. Cameron. Got his fine kids. Introduce your kids that are behind us helping us here.
Yeah, so we got Seth there and Alan Williams, a couple of our, junior and senior students we have out here helping work in the technical side. So we're figuring everything from the back end so we can bring everything on the front end.
Anybody out in center field manning the camera or not?
That's what we are all here.
Okay. Dakota Potter's up, but she wraps it right to the second baseman, number 8, who flips to first for the third out, and that ends the first inning. So as we go to the top of the second, the score remains 0-0. All right, you good with me on this side right here? Okay.
Well, I was flip back.
Okay, just tell me to move. We got our booth set up a little bit different here today, folks, so we're just doing some gymnastics here of ourselves. So, as I may have mentioned earlier, Chino Hills, on the season so far, they've scored 202 runs. They've allowed 103. According to Max Preps, they're on a 9-game win streak. As I mentioned earlier, they're 21-8 overall and won the Baseline League 7 with a 7-1 record, and they've won 8 straight Baseline Leagues. They won the CIF championship, Coach Mark Southworth, I believe, back in 2012. So here we go into the top of the second inning. The Huskies bring up Lila Gonzalez, the third baseman, Jocelyn Garcia, the catcher, and Leanna Pereira, the right fielder. Peyton Mays in the circle. The first inning, the Huskies 2 strikeouts, and then force out on a fielder's choice. Ripped down. Just foul. 17. Yeah, Gonzalez ripped it. The first base umpire did a pirouette to get out of the way of the ball. Otherwise, Acme would have been tattooed all over his chest. You hear the Chino Hills team firing up their batter. So 0-1 the count as we go into the top of the second inning. Peyton Mays pitches, base hit, foul down the left field line, just past the bag. All right, so normally next is the Goldilocks pitch. You want to foul to the right, foul to the left, so now one down the middle, just right. See, it's a bright, sunny day here at Norco High. So Mr. Cameron's doing his magic on the keyboard. Here's the pitch. Outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Gonzalez.
Here we go.
All right, here's the pitch by May, and swing and a miss. Strike out. So Gonzalez goes down.
Next to the Huskies, number 24, Jocelyn Garcia.
Jocelyn Garcia, the catcher, comes up. The Cougars run with 3 pitchers, so got Peyton May in the circle today. Swing and a miss to number 24, Garcia. Peyton May's had some incredible games. The next pitcher the Cougars have is Coral Williams. She threw a perfect game with 18 strikeouts earlier in the season against Corona. Oh! Did it hit her or did it hit the bat? So what's the call? It's an out. It hit either the ball or her elbow. It looked like it hit the end of the bat. The first base umpires called it an out. The girl is shaking her hand. Of course, we can't replay the replay for them. Call New York, Cameron. Call New York.
Whatever the umpire says.
Yeah, that's what we got to go on. So apparently, Garcia is in it again. It must have hit the bat as a foul, even though it seemed to go in play. All right, so 0-2 is the count, and Garcia swings through it for another strikeout. So that is now 4 strikeouts for Peyton May.
Batting for Chino Hills, number 4, Liana Ferreira.
And that brings up the right fielder, Liana Ferreira. Peyton May is a junior. She's got a sister on the team, Cameron May, who's a freshman. Okay, first pitch is a ball. Liana Ferreira up. 2 outs in the top of the second inning. And inside.
Thanks, Gary. It's been a while since that's happened to me. I went over
Okay.
there and Beth's like, what are you doing? I was like,
We on?
what am I
Go.
doing?
Okay.
You're good.
It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. And number 4, Liliana Ferrara, the right fielder for the Huskies, is up. Actually 2 balls and 1 strike now. Okay, Peyton May fires in and swing and a miss. Okay, evens the count at 2. So as Vince Scully used to say, we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the second inning. If you're sitting there at home and watching us right now, pass it on to your friends. A low pitch to make it a full count. On YouTube. We're at Horsetown High Studios. Okay, and the game is being broadcast live, and not Memorex. And later you can watch it again, and again, and again,
And again.
and again. Okay, so here we go. Of course, the winner moves on to the semifinals in the CIF Division I. There's a hit to Leighton Gray. Leighton Gray fires and the throw's in time. Nice move to her right, going into the hole to catch it. So if you're scoring her home, that is 6-3 for the third out. And so we go to the bottom of the second, no score. We'll be back after these words from the weather.
From whatever YouTube ad.